Hey guys, we're talking Porchfest, and I'm joined by Michael Haskins, who is here with all the details you'll need other than the fact that we're going to be playing on Saturday. Thank you so much for being here. A little selfless plug on my
Thank you for having me. No, we are super excited to have your band out. Dakar is playing at noon on Saturday, so be sure you are there at noon when the festival begins.
That's right, because we're going to be kicking it off. All right, so for the folks who don't know, can you tell us what is Porchfest?
Of course. So we are a free, family-friendly music festival. It's in the Springfield historic community, and so the bands play on the front porches, which gives it a really cool vibe. And we're going to have over 20 bands there, and this is all done in support of Springfield and in support of the community.
That's cool. So what makes Porchfest unique aside from the fact that people are playing music on porches?
So they're playing on porches in the historic homes, which are
beautiful.
Yes, these are old, beautiful homes that are over 100 years old, many of them now. I think the other thing that makes it unique is it really is a free community music festival. We do this with so many different members of the community. We have almost exclusively local bands, and we bring out artists and vendors from Jacksonville, as well as local food trucks, and really incorporate local businesses. So
it's fantastic. It gives, so for folks who are not familiar with the Springfield neighborhood, right? There's a lot of folks in Jacksonville who quite literally have never been in that neighborhood. It's fundamentally gorgeous. Right? The homes are beautiful. The community feel there is wild. I actually used to live there for about 8 months, and you're just hanging out on the front porch, and people walk by and they just come up and you're just hanging out. All of a sudden, everybody knows everybody in that neighborhood, and it is phenomenally cool.
That's one of the reasons we started Porchfest. This is our 9th annual year. It was because we wanted to show people what that community is, because a lot of people don't know about it, and so it's a really cool way to get a feel for the community and a really unique part of Jacksonville.
Yeah. So can you talk to how does it actually impact that community?
Well, we are going to have over 200 volunteers, and most of them come from Springfield. We have just an outpouring of support. People are getting their houses ready. They've been meaning to paint their porch for 2 years. They finally got it done.
Absolutely.
And so we make the it helps us kind of get everyone together. We beautify the neighborhood. We want to show off our best foot for our guests, and we get to really celebrate all the cool things that Springfield is, especially all of the kind of creative, artistic aspects of Springfield.
Yeah, that's cool. And it is a very creative community. Not only are they very close-knit, but there's a lot of really talented artists and just people in general in that neighborhood. So can you tell us a little bit about the lineup this year?
So we have, I think, one of the best lineups in the history of Porchfest. I may be biased, but our headliner is Waterseed. Nice. And then we have Grandpa's Cough Medicine.
They're
have
so good.
Love Culture. We have Canalita Sabrosa. We have just a huge, wonderful set of bands. I think we're at 29 bands right now.
That's amazing. So, all right. So what is the number one tip that you have for new attendees?
So 2 things. I guess that's number 1 and number 2. Bring a chair. And number 2 is we have a schedule and map on our website. Check it out so you can plan your day. But also, when you're there, you're going to see QR codes on all the signs. Grab that QR code. It's going to take you to an interactive map that's going to let you kind of zoom in and plot out and plan your day.
That's awesome. Thank you so very much for joining us today, man. I really appreciate it. I cannot wait to see you out there. And I can't wait to see all you folks out there. Hey, real quick, is there a website or anything that folks can go to?
JacksonvillePorchfest.org.
There we go. I didn't want to skip that because that's where you're going to need to know if you want to check out all those bands and stuff like that. So, all right, guys, stick around.